Hi, I'm back. Probably gonna use a NPC group. I'm gonna see how well the healer does. Just out of curiosity. Thank you. Oh, right. I love the music in this area. Anubis. So what are you up to right now, Haru? So mind you, as nice as the music is with this, I might have to absolutely start finding a song to listen to loud on my... Oh, how's that Nuzlocke going? Am I still alive? Am I finally a Ninetales? Am I the best bench warmer you've ever had? Oh, I have it on my cell phone. The way I'm able to control things differently. Yeah. Is, So if I randomly start singing different things, which I like for one of the times actually had Sins Not... the Sins... I write Sins Not Tragedies song that I was repeatedly singing throughout the entire thing. I already had it as an earworm, so I decided to make it everybody else's problem. And to be true, the reason why I had it as an earworm, which I'm going to absolutely blame on the voice actor of Dr. Ratio when he came onto one of the streams and started singing it, which he has an excellent voice for it, but God, did he not ruin my mind for that earworm. remember this fight, which is probably a good enough reason. That I didn't have. He is ice creature. It looks like he's a golem of some kind. Usually tanks pull it all the way through. If I'm correct, past this point is when the mechanics get more precise you need with dungeons. Like, they think you've learned enough. You know how to pull it out with a frostbite, dude? Cool. Okay. They have programmed him to be able to pull that out. Or not. I mean, good job. I'm staying over here. You can deal with him as a healer. Okay. There we go. Maybe it's a good thing that I got the attention of these guys. Goes back into the frostbite. Thank God I don't have to heal him. The mage and healer decide to stay in the frostbite. I mean, they are NPCs. Just go with it. Go with it! Grabbing all of them. Come on, come on, come on, children, over here. Or stay over there. Ah, You die because of yourselves at this point. You are standing in the frost. Children! Children! Okay, never mind about the idea of using... I mean, they're doing fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, let's put NPCs to this place. At least they can't die without me trying hard enough. Like, I actually have to try on this rate. Oh wait, I remember now. Are they gonna be able to do snowball? Or does it no longer hit the snowball at him to weaken him? Did they change that? Okay, they changed the fight. Oh, good. Oh, good. The fight has been changed. I guess they couldn't really do it with the NPCs on how smart they are on doing where you have to keep the ads from, you knock those into him. Good to you. Yeah, they've changed it. We basically keep the ads away from this snowball and then knock it into him when it's big enough. And it puts a debuff on him because he'll continuously gain armor if you don't. If I remember correctly. It's something along those lines. I just remember because there was one time in a run that it just kept going wrong with certain people not understanding the whole requirement of that. And a lot of newbies would get frustrated about it, and a lot of old people would get really mean to the newbies about it. One. So there's a reason why this one was often dropped, was because it annoyed. And I don't think I've ever dropped because I didn't want to do the dungeon. I will stick through for a certain amount. But I think the few that I did drop was finally because I had enough of the people, not the dungeon itself. where they had hit the point of being nasty in the sense of I'm trying to help you, and the reason why we keep dying isn't because I'm sucking as a healer, it's just you're not understanding the mechanics. And then calmly explaining it a few times, and then getting them chances to learn, and then finally hitting a point where I've been at this boss for 30 minutes and I've explained it to you how many times? At that point is when I finally... I try not to be elitist with it, but there's just a certain amount of... Basically, I'm not going to be told that it's my healing is the fault if I know that my healing isn't actually the fault. That we're failing. I'll admit my own shortcomings, but when I know for a fact it is actually not me... Because I am definitely not the greatest healer in the world. I am not. Not even close. Not even the top million, probably. I don't know how many people play nice of you. Ahead of time. I don't know how many people play Final Fantasy, so I can't say what percentage, but I am in the generalized middle of the bell curve, maybe, of how good I am. I'm average. This is from that that scene. This is from the scene that the guy kneeled before. Didn't that lead somewhere? Cherry Harrier. By the way, I think this is the boss. I bought this off the marketplace, of course, because I haven't played this boss enough, which is going to be hilarious if I end up having it drop on it. But the little pet that's been running around with me. Door to oblivion. That's what I thought. Okay, finger of the apostate. It's just a key. Looks like a key. You didn't have to call it the finger of the apostate. I'm gonna bloody finger this. Hi, Fenrir. I have your cute little puppy. I take good care of him. I teach him all the battle strats. He follows me into battle, but he can't apparently follow me into here. So, sorry you can't see your pup. soon do I need to hide? Now. Good thing I can throw this from behind the... downtime. There I did celebrate, and then I did bad, so I mean... Bam, 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 bam. Bam. Ba-da-bam-ba. Poo. Da 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 da.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Oh, is that a compliment? I could take one from you.
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
Yes, you're my mistress. I mean,
I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
and you've earned the name mistress. Your point is? I didn't mean to hit that button.
This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light.
I mean, for a bit, yes.
I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
For the greater good.
For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Yes, let her walk up to it. Hi, Twink. You missed Mistress. It took longer than expected. Bitch, you do it! What news, Ishnai? See, there's Finreal Pup. Eyeside art is but a pseudonym. Not that that matters. That she did manage to escape is regrettable. I did nothing in that. But from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. Any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin serving the Eternals in earnest. Mayhap they'll even find a route past the ice wall. That would do wonders for their fight against the heretics. The Crystal Braves will certainly share the credit too. 12 be praised, Ishnai. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Menphilia and Irange have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortups, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you intend to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on today's events, don't. The antecedent should be there any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Bitch, you didn't have to stay out here. You are the commander. You can sit tight inside that little hearth location. Though not given small talk. Pass the time to Menphilia. Fine, you talk. Don't make me talk. Oh, a cute outfit. Why doesn't she get... Hi, Digital. How are you? Why is that outfit not on the store? I don't know if it's on the store. Can we get that outfit? It's cute. Hi, what were you playing? Antecedent, you came straight to us from the archives of the Forthems. I trust your times have improved for... Would that it had, Orange and I scoured countless texts, but what we found were of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradicting, only agreeing upon one point. She laid down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act. A blessed union of man and dragon. Okay, cool. You know, Lone Wolf was here making a joke about Bad Dragon before, but So what were you doing? What were you playing? Absolutely true on that. And then Iceheart is hot too. How can such a thing be even possible? It's quite another question. I mean, they can shapeshift. Month of Final Fantasy XIV. Nice. Best to say, it's very doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortems. Much is known, knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it's by circumstance or design. Probably by design, because they don't want women to realize they could find better sex partners with Bad Dragon. Sorry! Or am I? You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Oh no, I totally understand. Thank you so much for rating. I appreciate. I hope you sleep well and the rest of your day tomorrow goes well. Or, yeah, it is 1 in the morning. The rest of the day goes well. Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. Dragons, yeah, I know, bad dragons. Totally! I think Sir Elmec might take issue with her methods. Do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men will not search it. Yes, Lord Commander. Are running out of people. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Elmer. I can't say his name. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant that you being a man of faith, I would expect a certain single-mindedness. I know! He complains about the cold and then he goes around wearing this, and then Menphilia is the smart one that actually puts on the weather clothing. After all, it was not by the will of alone that your ancestors came to this land. Why they took up arms against the Dravonians? Well, why would they have done in your position, I wonder? Though there are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required for all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front lines, but less so as a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will, except when you're heretics, then no. I choose to believe the Furies would value the lives of our followers over the deaths of our enemies. But I will not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and the scriptures only tell us so much. Would that it told us more. Like I said, Minfilia was smart enough to change clothing. That man's awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. I know, he's awesome. A welcoming trait at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plans can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Kiva was a living, breathing woman. Of that there is no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure that has been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. Well, I mean, the heretics do. Also, Moggle, whatever. Sole exception, yeah, being good King Mog the 7th. Myth made manifest in response to the... It's not 7th. Why did I always think X is 10? I've been saying it wrong. 12th. Manifest in response to the fervent supplication of the Mughal guard. Saint Shiva might differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of one who embodies their fate. Their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? I bet a lot of Final Fantasy fans left as soon as I kept on calling the king the wrong. Look, I'm bad with Roman numbers. We don't use Roman numbers much. Ipsil's and Conviction in Minfilia, they both have in abundance. Can that all truly be all that is required? We'll see. My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Is Y'shtola the one? Despite the apparent proximity of the second Aetheryte, however, they've been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means of masking its signal, I can only presume she destroyed it to prevent us from following her. Without a means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search an alternative route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let's not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlotte might give us assistance. I pray you're right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. When Minfilia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would request assistance with another matter. Of course. The 3rd unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. We don't have much numbers, but of course, me, who isn't a tracker by trade. Porthos is vast, and the Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have had our fair share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you. In case you're not aware, they should look elsewhere, because people you look up to will eventually let you down. Because they're human after all. Good. Knew you would understand. Yusha's appraised you of the details. When the task is complete, come find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbo and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments of his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their works. Ours is more pressing. Aye. Here you are, Ishnai. Commander Livier instructed me wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hail from Uda, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow is rather disconcerting. I mean, I could understand that. For the matter at hand, nearly a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Daffin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit. I should be grateful you joined them. I myself will take part in the hunt. Never let it be said I did not earn my coin. Earning coin! Woo! Where is it? Okay, I've been having this bother, which I know is very absolutely shallow about me, because I am a shallow person. I want you to get that quite clear. So I'm gonna put the things on to get rid of. I'm gonna outfit problem, outfit. Need to get rid of rings. It's bothering me. The necklace, although their stuff doesn't particularly match, it's bothering me. Also, it's ad break, so I mean, for those who are caught up in it, it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah. That's not really a thing that... These are better than some of the other things. Look, therefore they're going there! Yes, I am a shallow person. I have said this before. Save to a gear set, okay. Okay. This? I originally had for... Adding stuff. Hide. Okay. I absolutely, vaguely did not pay attention to that. Well, if you couldn't tell. That is an interesting outfit. I don't like it, but I think I'll return. Well, that's this. Go with this. I add. Like I said, I'm not a shallow person at all. God forfend. Oh, I've been fine. No worries. I've been well. How about you? But, anyways, like I said, I am not a, you know, absolutely shallow person. Anyways. Gonna be in cutscenes, I might as well look badass. I like a hodgepodge of shit. At least it's the one thing I don't have to worry about in Genshin. So mind you, I'm still using that old fucking sword as a character when I've upgraded from that low-level fucking, what, 1-star sword. I wish I could join a free company that won't bother me at all, so people can stop inviting me to free companies. Can understand my autism and not wanting to interact with people. Yeah, I need 3 different people, though. Initiate it? Don't start it properly. Tall as balls, my ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted as I fell. The others went on ahead to the Dolphin Pass. Hurry, you might catch up. If you're not sure where to go, follow the tracks. The snow is fresh, so they won't be so hard to find. You say as I look around and it's snowing. Leave it hanging there. Okay. I'm gonna put it to y'all this way. I literally did not talk to anybody in RuneScape other than my people who are in my, who played with it with me in school until, like, years into it. Like, I'm just not a... And as much as I was talking about earlier, about looking in games and socializing with World of Warcraft, that one's more required to be a group game than RuneScape. I'm kind of glad that I did, because apparently RuneScape is not particularly a group of people you wanna... I mean, the community is okay, but I mean, there's a good chunk of people you need to worry about on that one. I mean, with any game, but... Tracks lead southeast. Where do you start? Those, by the way. Zion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There's a great scaled beast and cough. Yusa? I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so did we too. Not... You know, alchemy does warming potions, I think. Also, thank you for creating character for me to pay attention to, only to murder somewhere along the way. I knew this was gonna happen. Or at least make me feel bad if he gets really hurt. Sounds about right. I sense the hospital. Don't get paid enough for this. I know, right? I don't know why you decided to join this. Hi. Need a heal? Embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, then I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friend found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and watch. The merchant will be waiting. Be late and be left for dead. Speak for itself, does it not? They couldn't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your research to the wilderness around the Zurian. I'll need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. See, no point in me doing anything. Anything. At all. I mean, them doing anything. Anything at all. I'm gonna say this. I'm surprised how many free companies end with Pendragon. I know that it has to do with Merlin, but I think you'd be more creative than that. Hi, friends. Want to talk about your extended Chocobo warranty? I am through listening to your excuses. We will leave now. Oh, the woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Hi, how you doing? Well, stay with her then if you think you'd fare better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks, where blood should not be shed. Hi, sweetie! Yet your land ever thirsts for blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done nothing wrong. None but meat and secrets with heretics. Deny it all you want. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the arts of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, Ishnai. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? Yes, because... I'm gonna have to question your hiring methods, sir. But a tangle web, lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who was caught conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It's beggar's belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were not for the efforts of Lady Yuri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphinaud is too kind. I fear my people have done little to aid you in your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promised will require a particular set of skills. Should I go get Liam Neeson? Skills that I am fortunate enough to possess. If you allow it, I will accompany you until the investigation is complete. Those generous offer, Lady, you agree. One that I got to accept. Yay! We get to spend time with her! She's awesome! She's awesome! She's awesome! I mean, thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall be watching always. That's a comforting thought. Come, Ishnai, let us wait inside to see what Captain Aelbert has reported and returned in port. So, mind you, even if I don't join a free company or do that whole thing you were saying, this means I can judge you on your free company name, right? I can judge people on them. On a side note, somebody walked up to me and gave me pizza and asked if I wanted to join their free company, and I felt very, very alarmed. The bribery wouldn't work. Captain Aelbert seems confident that the merchant's resolve was swiftly crumble when pressed, so if we should have new information ere long. As to whether it brings us any closer to learning Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider it as fortunate if we were spared another wild dodo chase. God knows what we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. I mean, that's armor. That's armor. That's badass. Don't like the shoulders part, though. What a Reaper does. I'm gonna go with that. Speaking it, or do I have to speak? You know, there are other places to meet and talk, especially in a village that is inside, and you complain about the cold. Captain Aelbert, report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say the man could tell us not what we didn't already know about Shiva. We have since handed it over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquire their information on the shipping routes. Go on. You will recall that the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we are able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master, you. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took a step necessary to detaining all the suspected of conspiracy. There are 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the peculiars which he could share with the benefactors, thereby ensuring the needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all the shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from the House of Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold the information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that's one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prying off his mask? He's right in the fuck front of you. I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to create a grave error. Talking to us? In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Rodovan's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? This is the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. Yes, of course, you. To slip into a position of authority unremarkable, and remain above all suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the three grand companies, Udos was ever the most vulnerable to infiltration. Good that you know. Both RPG sex capital of Final Fantasy XIV and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership. Only the banner was different. Not so with the Flames. Udo's military was made up of desperate orders, most which were glorified mercenary companies that only answered to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish some high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Radabon faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than it is now, The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private, though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nav done Daenerys' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you'd be sure they would never have risked supplying Radabon with an army. It is but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Dolmen allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any of them who could be Ivy. Desiring to do a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us our aid. I expect to hear from there ere long. Very well, pray continue your investigation with the first. They could be... Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third and fourth can join into inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in a matter like other primordials, the heretics will look for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I mean, the Doman supporters could... troops or whatever could end up killing or trailing the wrong person, get the wrong idea. I shall send word to Sir Emmerich, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. And you fucking want me too, for some goddamn odd reason. I will just sit there and look pretty! I would have you accompany me, Ishnai, as the realm's stoutest champion. 'Tis only met that you present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Honor of the Crystal Braves, I swear I shall not rest until Ivy is unmasked and in chains. You do that, sir. If you're kinky enough to put yourself in chains, go ahead. Fine, I'm wearing my dress. Like me, you're doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, which will be beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no efforts to secure an alternate route. Until such time they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. Why do I do? I'm just here for primals, and then I got roped into your goddamn organization I didn't even want to be a part of. But I'm such a goddamn doormat, I don't know when to say fucking no. I shall go ahead to Garland to ready the coming council. Meet at Nofika's altar. We shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. You know, I was just in Gridania, you know, changing my clothes. Yeah, I could be a bit more annoying and go and see if I can put out some dressy clothes for the goddamn council. If you're gonna dress me up and show me off, why don't I just actually wear a pretty outfit? God. Actually, why don't I go half naked? I mean, that joke again. I think that joke has played itself out, actually. Though I had the thought, meeting Iceheart wearing her outfit, like re-entering Isengard, or whenever I enter Isengard wearing Ice. Actually. Only real dress I have. I do not count this as a dress. I don't know why I bought it. I don't like the frills on the edges. That looks weird. Yep, nope. You're being a bitch again. Nah. If you're wondering, yes, I'm just as bad with this in, if I'm playing... when I'm playing House Flippers on trying to get colorations and all this other stuff correct. You know they're adding a new DLC to original House Flippers. And then they're also adding something big to House Flippers too. Hi, I'm here looking cute and fluffy. Unlike Radobon, politics is not my cup of tea. Same! While you and your commander are attend to council, I'll attend to business of my own. Can I go with him? As much as he's the traitor, can I go with him? Can I? God. Fine, I dressed up, now I look pretty, and all this other stuff. Just allow me to be a wallflower. Thank you for coming, Ishnai. When you're ready, speak to the conjurer yonder. She'll show us the lotus stand. I mean, literally a wallflower. I'm here to look pretty. Alliance leaders will wait for you at the lotus stand. Will you join them now? Yes. Alright, y'all, talk politics to me.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It's ended for a bit.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
And I bet he's just as sane as the last.
Who?
I mean... She wants to pause for dramatic effect.
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
Oh yeah, untimely, Epstein didn't kill himself. Oh, wrong person.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Oh, good respect.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
I mean, that would be a big, you know, void of chaos. Collapse of power kind of thing. So I don't know if those would be a good or bad thing. There'd be less problems with us.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
Well, he didn't name it successors, so I mean, it's making assumptions
young
about...
Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Sane.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of just the easiest way to get a grip on power is to invade the the country, you know, spark up anger and unite the country under a common goal, such as invading the country next to you.
Since the success of Operation Archon, The remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions.
Am I
But
allowed
you
to
can
have
be
a
sure
seat
they'll be
during this
ready to march
conversation?
on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
I literally have been on my feet probably more than any of y'all, running back and forth, back and forth. I get to be a wallflower here, and I don't even get a seat.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new Emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all.
I mean, whoever the Emperor was gonna be, it kind of was.
I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald.
I like the way I say it better.
Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Oh, good, the foreshadowing of me taking down the theocracy! I shall bring the revolution to the people! And peace! It's just not for the time being. It might take a few months. Don't look at me. I'm not gonna say anything. You're gonna say anything, person of eloquence? About our ability to...
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
I mean, are we gonna tell them we have contacts within Ishgard now?
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by.
I know, right? I am the storm.
But that is a discussion for another time.
I got rid of my
At present,
rings. Oh,
I
on
am
that
more
outfit.
concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Yeah! He's right next to us. Kinda. He's your second in command, goddammit. You know, thinking that I have the echo and all this other stuff, why I don't have the ability... I mean, it ruined the story, yes. The idea that I could scout out every bad person so quickly. Up for the escapinos, the nations of Eorzea are not near to being one purpose, despite their protestations. On the contrary, currently the threat of a resurgent Goleman is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this, deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Limsians, for example. Although the Admiral has outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Udaldans scorned as swindlers who worship the coin. I mean... Not that such that... yeah, I was saying, not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds. I mean, I did start in the Conjurer's side of these things, so, I mean, talking to trees is kind of a thing. Take that pillar of Udon society, Bastard, for example. That is beside the point. In fact, the fact that the people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict in Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them with something resembling warfare, then curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke of the Observatorium, Captain Asshole has further shortened his list of suspects. And by happy coincidence, one he deems most likely candidate is likely to come to Gridania. Alright, sounds good. Hope you sleep well, hon. Hunt nears its end. All remains to corner a quarry. Seek out Ilbert near the Adder's Nest. He'll give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Korthus, you may be sure I will send word without delay. Hydrate. 1 second. In the meantime, wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. He's literally right beside us, but we're ignoring that. Way it's you I keep changing the world I fall asleep. I know. Running in the wrong direction. Hi. You Braves are mean to be the forerunners for a united grand company. Sounds impressive, eh? But guard duty is guard duty no matter how many fancy duds you look. I don't remember ever seeing one of those around there, but I mean, I don't have memory of a lot of things. Bum. Tank Daddy. That says Tank Daddy. Oh, it's a petition signature. Hi, bastard. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Yes, I will watch and make sure that you aren't doing any shit. He just went to sleep, hon. I don't like any less. I hate. Hi, Sabby, how are you? Listen well, the spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal and the Rolling, Radobun's second in command. I don't believe you. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say your skill with a pole arm has to be seen to believe. I mean, I can make that comment. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranking foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the general himself, of course. When he reformed the Grand Company, Radobun chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. Monitors saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject the candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. It's no secret they did not favor foreigners, Isgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet Monitors did not raise much of a murmur or protest when Roland was appointed to her post. Passing strange. It's not... Could it be that the Ivy had some hold over the Monitarists? Leave the Quistis look-alike alone! But these revelations are second to a new mission. Of foremost interest is Runland's presence now. As you are aware, it is duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in absence of the Flame General. While Radobun attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the halls of the Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet she is here nonetheless, on some pretense. She's up to something, mark my words. She was in the meeting with us! Even as we speak, I have a dozen of men trolling the Flames records for evidence of Gwen's guild, but if we catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, the docks, and every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she portrays her true purpose. Can I rely on your eyes, Scion? No, you can't. I hate this. Woman, use your power of the echo. You have my thanks. Let's go then. Take Nark's care. Village is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. I hate. Where? I'm gonna get to the expansion pack tonight. I swear it! Oh wait, ran past it. Someone has entered the Caroline Canopy. Meeting someone perchance? Or maybe she's boarding some airship. Why don't I ask Mother what she thinks? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area. One of mine is stationed there. She has been seen something. FME is her name. I shall remain here in case we're on land interferes. Why don't I ask Mother mine? She would know. She's Mother. She knows everything. Swear. Character has to, like, this is a path of stupidity. Like, everybody involved has to act stupid for this to work. It's the Ciarfox, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Haha, social visit you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I noticed every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Don't let me keep you. Nowhere to be seen, you say? Are you sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back either. Where in the hell could she have gone? There's an inn in there. Trust me, I've changed my clothes enough to know. The Roost? How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montoy tonic? A couple... They imbue a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Hee hee. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was tired as a merchant, but those eyes were not so easily deceived. If you may wish to take your search to each shroud, rest assured we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank the 12s for Domans. We're not for their unique talents. Rosaline would be taken disappearance without a trace. I looked at these and not yep. Nope. These are ugly. Our hunt leads us to East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Rolane's example and take the ferry to West Shore Pier. You're doubtless to wish to make the certain preparations, so see to them while I go ahead. I'll wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. What are you expecting my preparations to be? Me to change my clothes again? Probably. I'm joking. Am I? On the coast. Sail over oceans. Yes. Good that the blue is totally not obvious in this area. This way, my friends. Your quarry marks for Hawthorne Hut. If Arlene is truly the one we seek, we can suspect she means to make contract with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You have no doubt that the Garleans have their own methods of communicating over great distances. While ingenious friends at the Garland Ironworks have provided us with the devices which can disrupt these communications, and we've installed them around city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Rowling will thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thadland without being recognized. It will only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. Since for this reason I believe she chose in Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting, the Elysian here are a common sight, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell, the Garleans have sent agents with the mind to destroy devices and render such contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We only make for Hawthorne Hut and catch Rowling in the act. This is a kind of pretty area. I've never come here that much. Thank you for the follow, Bina. Sorry, I had a moment. I appreciate. If Rowling was here, she is no more. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. Many people report that her quandary has departed for Bramble Patch. Ivy returns to the Gnarls where she came, but perhaps this all is the better. Thank you on that. I'm excited. I'll say, it's a bit of back and forth though. Goodness. But I appreciate the follow. So, I'm guessing you've already gotten past all the game that's currently been released. To convince someone of their standing will require damning evidence against her, but who could be better than the Catcher in the Act when she meets with the Garlean masters? My country and men shall lie and wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. I am thankful. I think it'd be absolutely horrendous to try and do half these things if I didn't have flight or faster mounts or all this other stuff. I think I'd rip out my hair. Just beyond, Roland is in conversation with an individual clan in the matter of a adventurer, an Imperial intermediary, no doubt. It is. This is it, with me. Flame Marshal Elaine Rodo, you're under arrest for treason and espionage. You are followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. Humph. You're unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. I mean, I've worn worse and battled, but if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Will you arrest me for strolling in the 12 Woods? The last I looked, there was no crime, and neither conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance then, very well. If you do think it's something to say, there'll be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I'll offer you no struggle. After all, I had nothing to hide. Fragrant Delecto. Even a warrior of Roland's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not speak innocent, but awareness that her position is untenable. With ivy thus uprooted, it is hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the mortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Udal will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of this present. If I may ask, what will we do now? Keep being stupid. Absolutely keep being stupid. So the silence sink away into the ice heart sanctum. Then I dare say you're eager to return to the rising stones. Pray not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall attend to the aftermath. You need not waste your time and talent here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of shinobi? I mean, I'll eventually reach it, and I will hate every second of it because that's remembering combos. You have aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought next time, my friend. Where my character is taking the fucking stupid pill, and I know that's the only way it works. Only way this plot works. Well, then again, Heidelin isn't as strong as it is, so I guess I can't use the echo to see how what his name is being so... I don't trust him, I don't trust him, I don't trust him, I don't trust him. I realized that if I was gonna make a joke Iceheart outfit, I better go ahead and do that now instead of wait for it. I don't think she has a head thing. Do you have anything else with that? Oh, I don't think so. It doesn't really matter on that. I think she had a head thing either. Prepare to confuse the fuck out of Lady Iceheart when she sees me next. Check! Let's see if anybody has anything different to say. Haha, surpassing tale of a comrade's valor. Truly, we are fortunate to have Count Lady Hagiri a friend. Okay, yes, they do have some. Thancred's tale of Lady Hagiri is almost beyond beggar's belief. My heart is fair fit to burst from admiration. Yes, but Higiri, you're missing the point. An individual doesn't matter. It was a team effort. I was the one who... Sure, okay. Oh, okay. Wahaha, I could do this all day long. All day. Oh, ha. Ugh, I can't go on much longer. Strength, Hori! On your orders, Scion! I forbid you to surrender! I must admit, this exercise of yours never fails to amuse me. While movements appear comical, it does seem to have the desiring effect. It's a battle of wills, struggle for supremacy. Our fighting styles may differ, but this unyielding spirit is the same with warriors all over the world. I know, right? She cannot seriously be considering. Life as a street performer should be one's last resort, not their first. Oh, let her cook. Sataru has grown beyond childless fantasies of becoming a songstress. Now she's aspiring to be a legendary street performer. Steady, steady, not bad. With a little more practice, I could earn a fortune at Ruby Road Exchange. I mean, after all the shit we put her through with trying to get the Scions and the Crystal Braves, let her have a hobby. Welcome back, Ishnai. I understand that Alphanod has a task for you. May I ask what it was? Torture. It was torture. Charges of treason and espionage against Elaine Roan? I can scarcely believe it. Could there have not been some minor misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust the authorities to uncover it. Or, you know, Jeffrey Epstein did it. Or didn't kill himself, sorry. Let's speak of another matter. I'm pleased to report that we've made progress on our efforts into finding a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Minfilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aids, unlike Alphon. No, As you recall, Iceheart used the Aetherite in the steps of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House Forteps caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about a second coming of their patron saint. But if we suspect they mean to hold a summoning ritual of a kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely the result will be something akin to a primordial. Suffice to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it'd be a simple matter to tap the established Aethernet, and therefore follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetherite which she teleported to. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetherite upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length, Eriange have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we've called upon the aid of one who does possess expertise. A colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlaland. She'll be arriving within the hour, in fact. Is that the girl that was injured that they mentioned that survived whatever happened to the students? Since you're here, mayhap we could welcome her. I'm certain she will appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. I'm always checking to see if they have any other conversation. Master Lu as well did think quite highly of her. On the other hand, so does Ida. Hey, Tataru is awesome! Only those with proven experience receive the mark, as our newcomer has. Paid no heed to her manner. Steady, steady. No, okay, same thing. You talking? The arrival of the newcomer has ever been cause for celebration. Undoubtedly so when she's an attractive young lady. Tancred? Look at me and say that again. Alright. A bard could wish for no better audience. Mayhap I regale her with the tale of our party against the Leviathan thralls, or how I soared over my opponent's axe and brought him low with my blades. Bastard. Casanova. Okay, this is the same thing. And they are still at it! I was wondering if I'd come over here and find one of them passed out, but no. I can't wait till she gets here. We have so much to talk about. I can't go on much longer. Okay, it's same thing. Like, excited that the lady is coming. It's just like, yep, I'm still doing this. Say, he's over there dying, but I'm fine. Oh yeah, definitely. And different things to laugh about. What matters? Woman is she? I wonder. We've spoken via before via Link Pearl, of course, but this is not the same. But yeah, it's a good thing for information and finding out characters. And they have a whole bunch of things to laugh at, too. Of course, my voice does not like the fact I have to read all this aloud, but I mean... Oh, she's cute. She's hot.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
He's mine. I mean, you can join us, though.
Moenbryda is an accomplished Arlean scholar, and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Cool. I love that it's a line. It's, she's tall, she's medium, and I am absolutely short.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, sweetheart, we'll get along just fine. For an outpost in an aether-rich wasteland, this place is a good deal livelier than I expected. It goes to show you never know until you know. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. And Thancred's absolutely gonna flirt with this poor girl. I think she can handle her own, though. I get to make a harem joke like I do with playing Genshin, right? My harem grows bigger, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, yeah, I know, right? Though I don't consider him a part of my harem. He's kind of like that annoying uncle figure. Oh, those. Okay, same thing. Are they talking about the... No. I guess Palomino is talking about... Yeah, pretty much. mean, there's Emmerich and Estinian and a bunch of others that could be concluded in there as well. That Tupsi Mati on the wall back there, I'm amazed you managed to find all the pieces after a while, you know. Oh, it's the staff? I mean, he simps enough for it.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Yustala!
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Absolutely, in spirit.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
I said in spirit.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
All of it? Cool.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us.
And she's taller than all of us, and that is so awesome. Please step on me. And your accent is absolutely gorgeous.
I bid Moenbryda join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
And see it, goodness.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Aww. Stop being so serious.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Crushing bones.
Unhand me.
The answer is no.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit.
Yeah.
Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
One of our own. Hello, hello, I'm here, I'm here. I couldn't say if I know the difference between it.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
Cool. What wild goose chase are you about to send me on?
Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination.
Threads?
Now, these currents
Webs?
will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether? In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I'm here to cause the impossible to possible.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Or main protagonist's armor?
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options.
Sure!
If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moenbryda's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Alright, adventuring. Chill. Yay! Okay, for jokes and quips, I'm guessing this is the best time to do this. But carried out with a further delay. I've already informed Alphanode of our plan to recreate the beacon in the matter Moenbryda described. He agreed that despite an inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. Kind of like me, but let you try and kill me while you're at it. He also said he wished to meet you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want to know that I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf, Ishnai. I have faith that you will return to us, as you always have. Moenbryda is a brilliant and dedicated scholar. I would have not endorsed her plan if it were not so. Oh, people are gone. I shall pray for your safe return, Ishnai, yours and the others. My father has agreed to take care of Yozen for me. The children need a role models, and we must do whatever is in our power to provide them. Dower and Hosen are about to take up their posts. It seems even children are starting to understand the gravity of the situation. I'm ready, Hosen. Are your preparations complete? Over the years, I've learned that it's better to busy yourself with things you can control rather than worry about things you cannot. A hot meal will be waiting for you when you return. Understood? Quite right, Hori. Yet I fear we two alone could not resist a full-scale assault. Mayhap we had best draft a plan of evacuation should the worst comes to worst. It's not like we haven't had that happen before. If it falls to you and I, Coltonet will ensure that those Imperial dogs not set foot in the Rising Stones. The tragedy of Waking Sands must never be repeated. Of course it won't be. Ah, never. I have a feeling, since we're suddenly bringing that up. Back and forth we jump. Back and forth. Still! Right, Boko. Like I said, alright, thank you, Bina. I really appreciate you coming in and joining us. Be fun or annoying, yeah. Well, like I said, at least I have flight. And at least a lot faster. I do post on, well, I cut them up and put them on YouTube. I need to cut up some of the other ones. But yeah. You can also go through and watch them on the Twitch replay thing. I have arrived again! Hi, sweetie. It's not a matter of training your eyes, I fear. Without foreknowledge or serendipity, we'll never find every tunnel. The very land conspires against us. The broken ice will ever reform to conceal the entrances. Moenbryda. Trust the power of white Arasite, Ishnai, and in me, of course. Fine. Good to see you, Ishnai. I started to wonder if you were having second thoughts. The game will not allow me to. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Elaine Royal and as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that what I mean is to say is the others are waiting for us at the Aetherite. After you, Scion. Are you about to profess your undying love? Friendship! Power of friendship! I mean, Aether! Power of Aether! There, it is ready. It worked, I think. Try tuning to the Aetherite now. Feel the current and try and locate the beacon. Press... what? Think. Feel. We've done it all we can, Ishnai. For now, let us withdraw. When you final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. But if by the 12th, grace of the 12th, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. I have a mind to join you, but Urange made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently, the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. Humph, as if I'd give her the chance. I mean, she is hot. Okay, same thing. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. And if she succeeds, she'll have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I will encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moenbryda's experiment, but others will surely agree in desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Elmeric. A myriad of challenges you have faced. I should be amazed you were if it were a failed teleportation attempt that finally killed you. Pray do not surprise me. I mean... Madam, Sir Elmeric regrets that he could not be here in person. Asked you I read this to you. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Ishnai Ciarfox, warrior of light, savior of Zorzia. Your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. While others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in the service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Some more levels above the lack of... 6? What, is it only 9? I mean, I thought 50 was the whole thing. Why is it now... I live to be confused. Yeah, it says level 50. I don't know why, or unless we're talking about item. 60, 50. I'm only 53. You know what? Don't argue. Stop arguing. Stop thinking. It's not doing you any good right now. Boy. Part where I start getting out songs and singing. Fucking voice. If I continue reading things aloud and singing. How's the weather? I'm thinking of things to say. It's snowing here, or is it cloudy? Foggy. I was wrong on all accounts. Fiddling stones, hold fire bright. Crickets call out to the moonlight. Wrong kind of song for a snowy area, but fuck it. As you lean in to steal a kiss. Hi, cat. Never need more than this. all share the pain of our histories. Yeah, it goes away if you can see. Don't like me singing, do you? The light on the stars, because you always want me to pet you. Call it peace if you say I'll never need more than this. The trees grow so thick you can barely see through. The forest bestows all the simplest of oh, come on. Less than 5 minutes, my ass. You'll be happy if you did one more wish, but the truth is you'll never need more. Never need more. You'll never need more than this. S. Wonder if I could walk all the way back. Much of this life, there's so much to be. We sail through our youth so impatiently till we see that the years move along and soldiers and heroes come home and they carry a song. Live in forgotten times. May this always remind you of the sea under the sky's blue looking glass. Let's make this a story. Let's live in the glory. Time, it fades away, precious as the sun, 'cause someday we'll be gone. Absolutely hilarious if I get through this song and it still hasn't popped. Hurtling stones, hold fire bright. We watch the glow of the morning light. Someday our bones, here they will lie. So we sing as the years move along. Soldiers and heroes come home and they carry a song. Let's make this our story. Let's, yes, cat, in the glory. Time fades as way precious as the song, 'cause someday we'll be gone. The reason why I pick healers also is because to quickly get into this stuff. Speaking of heroes, why don't we do Nestle Carlton's Heroes and Thieves? Can you stay off the laptop, cat? When disaster it strikes and on daily basis, I'm looking for wisdom and I really reach. Dear Lord. Laugh in disappointed faces. You can't help me. I'm blinded by these heroes and thieves at my door. I can't seem to tell them apart anymore. Just when I figured it out, darling, it's you I'm without. Da-da-da. Well, I'm stubborn and wrong, but at least I'm knowing. I keep moving along so nobody can get through this. This song is the best I can do it. I'm patiently waiting on these heroes and thieves at my door. Can't seem to tell them apart anymore. Just when I figured it out, darling, it's you. Darling, it's you. Darling, it's you. I'm without your magic. Average wait time is 7, and then it's 7:40. Cat, either stay or off. And I pay a solitude that I can't find without you. Go over here and sit with the dude here. Oh, we can chill. Finally found. Thank you for believing in me. No, I mean, stop a week. Hey, I'm wearing ice hearts clothes. Does that count as anything? Or two. I'll spend my ways and see these mistakes, and when I see the truth. Hey, Elric! I mean, not Elric. Eric, sorry. Or is it Elric? Sorry. Yeah, just noticed. I'm waiting on getting to the Shiva part. It's Elric, okay. And I'm busy singing because I'm bored out of my mind. Also, I'm hanging out with Arshafant. I'm waiting. Without... Yes! I sat on his lap earlier to... You know, he said about keeping warm, so... I'm also wearing... Like I said, I'm wearing Ice Heart's outfit just for shits and giggles since we're about to go against Shiva. It's fine. I want to do it the proper way. I've literally walked from here to... I mean, here from over here, if that says anything. Thieves at night. Yeah, 7 minutes. I'm it's not like I'm queuing as I'm not queuing as a DPS. I'm actually a healer. It's a cat boy. Nice. Any reason why you're changing around this time around? Wait, by the way, when I said walked, I walked. I wasn't on the chocobo. Just felt like it. Nice. Is there a time limit for each time? Or are you just waiting for a check to come in so you can buy a Fantasia? Check. Ah. Yeah, I kind of need to use the restroom, game. But if I back out... Oh, thank you so much on that. I know it's a Friday. I'm guessing more people should be up. But I am probably being stupid about that thought. I mean, it is 3 AM in the morning now that I think about it. I just want to get to the new expansion, people! But I also want to do it the right way, rather than being led through. If you want to. I just want to do it the correct way. I mean, not the correct way, but I mean the normal way. Didn't jump out real quick then. Yeah, the legit way the first time around at least. Gonna withdraw real quick. I need to run use the restroom. It kind of hit me. I will be right back.